Actually, this is one of my favorite stories from American history. Not because I support what happened, but because it is so fucking buck wild. Let's talk about the term Banana Republic, the history behind the term, the crazy buck wild motherfucking situation that caused the term to be coined to begin with, and the man behind it all. Because it all goes back to one man. The reason why Americans have bananas, which is a south of the equator fruit, a tropical fruit as one of our staple fruits, is all because of one motherfucking guy. Samuel Zemurray. Sam the Banana Man, as some might call him. Sam Zemurray was basically a 12-year-old Russian immigrant. I think he was like a Russian Jew. Shows up, he's 12 years old. He is like kicking it on the piers of New Orleans, and he's like, I need a fucking job because I'm 12 and kids had jobs back then. He's like, yo, what are you sailors doing? And the sailors are just dumping all of these ripe and overripe bananas into the ocean, and they're like, we're throwing away the bad fruit. And Sam's like, that's a fruit? What is that? Let me put it in my mouth. And then Sam put it in his mouth, and what happened next would literally shape the future of American fruit consumption. Sam took one bite of that banana and said, I need everyone in the world to taste what's in my mouth right now. And if you've seen the drunk history on this, you know what's happening next. So Sam, 12 years old, rents a rail car on the railroad going up the Mississippi River and asks the sailors, he's like, hey, can I just have all of the bananas that you guys are going to throw overboard? Like, they're going to be in the ocean anyway, just give them to me. So they do. And at every fucking stop, he throws his doors open and he's like, come try these motherfucking penis-shaped fruit. And people do. And they're obsessed. Eventually, it makes him so much fucking money. I'm going to skip a lot of steps here. He becomes the richest man in New Orleans. He is throwing like Gatsby-style parties, inviting elite politicians, movie stars, fucking Al Capone. He's personal friends with Al Capone. That'll come in later. And what do rich people do? Give back to the community? Fuck no. He said, I want more money. How do I make even more money? So he goes down to Honduras and is like, hey, farmers, I'm going to buy your farm. And if you say no, I'm going to call my gangster friends. So, skipping a lot of steps here, he acquires a farm, okay? Then he goes back to New Orleans, and he's filthy fucking rich now. At this point, he is like top 3 richest men in America. Over fucking bananas. And he's like, again, calling up his Al Capone friends. He's like, hey, you guys, once again, I have so much money, but I need more because this insatiable greed of mine just simply will not fucking quit. So him and his gangster friends go down to Honduras, and they're like, hey, leader of Honduras, stop taxing me. And the guy's like, hey, yeah, no, I actually need to tax you because you're utilizing a part of our country in order to make profit. Needless to say, the mafia did as the mafia does. And then Sam Zemurray looked at one of his farm employees and said, you're the leader of the country now. That, my friends, is what we call a banana republic. And that, my friends, is the history of the Chiquita Banana Company.